Kicking in with Coach C. I am your new host, Diante Richardson. I'm here with second-year head football coach of Widener University and a true mentor of mine, Isaac Collins. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing great, doing great.
So, it should be. As of now, the Pride is 3-0 as well as 1-0 in the MAC. How you feel about that?
Well, we're excited. I mean, we talked, throughout the winter. This was kind of part of the process. We shared with the guys that there's a bunch of things that we needed to get done in the weight room. There's a bunch of things we needed to get done during the summer. And so far, it's definitely paying off for our guys because we're off to a great start. So
it was important to you to get to a fast start this season?
Well, there's no doubt, because we felt last year we got a slow start and we finished strong. Now the mission for this year was to be able to hopefully continue to do what we're doing now, so those later games mean something. It was great getting a great win against a rivalry at the end of the season last season, finishing the season with 2 wins. But ultimately, it's about being able to get to the national playoffs and compete for a conference title. And that's really what we're working towards right now.
Okay, well, we've missed 2 weeks of football already, so let's take a look back at the first week against Moravian. So on our first home opener, we took on Moravian University. And how do you feel like we did it that day, sir?
Well, I tell you what, it was kind of a neat experience for us. We had a scrimmage earlier the week before, which I think we were able to kind of work some of the bugs out, and definitely felt like we came out clicking on all cylinders. We were playing very well in all 3 phases. I thought we threw the ball well, as you see there, with Cedric getting a touchdown pass. I thought defensively, we were relentless, and certainly special teams played a big part in the victory as well.
Definitely. The defensive line was very relentless, taking about 5 sacks in the game, Coach.
Yes, it would. I mean, they got after the quarterback, and they certainly made it hard on him all day.
And especially our offensive player of the game, Chris Hop. He actually had 3 touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing.
Yeah, the rushing one's a little surprising.
Yeah,
it's not Chris's forte.
But overall, I think we did a pretty good job as a team.
Yes, we did. We really did.
It was a great way to start our home campaign.
Yes.
This season.
We're getting pressure on the quarterback again here.
Here you see the defense making a big play.
There's Bob Watkins, senior linebacker. It's great to see him be back coming off of a knee injury.
That's good. There again, getting after the quarterback.
Again, the consistency on the offense, just being able to move the football, short throw there in the flat was nice. Being able to get the ball in our skill guys' hands.
Another touchdown there to Cedric Clayton.
Yes.
Who had a big day that day. And the rush, it was a little surprising.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we'll take it.
He found a way to get in. He found a way to get in.
Also, freshman returner Anthony Davis had a pretty big day. What'd you say about that, Coach?
Oh, it was outstanding. Everyone keeps asking, how do we keep finding these Chester guys that can return punts? Tell them it's all about recruiting. Something in the water must be.
Something in the water, yes, sir. Here again, he's taking his second one back.
And the interesting thing on that one is that Laquan Robinson happened to be down. He was kind of dehydrating a little bit, so it gave Anthony an opportunity to step up and really show us what he could do.
Which was definitely a great opportunity for him because he showed out very well.
Yes,
very well.
Yes, he did.
So in the second week, you actually took a nice long trip to Teal College out in West Pennsylvania. How was that?
It was good. It was really good. We had an opportunity on the trip to stop by the memorial for Flight 93, which I think was a great experience for our guys. They hadn't quite opened up the memorial yet. They were going to do it the day after we departed, but it was a good experience for them to be able to kind of see what happened on 9/11. It being the 10-year anniversary. For a lot of guys that were on the trip, they were only about 7 or 8 years old, so they really didn't know what it means. So it was a great opportunity for us and for Widener University to be able to be a part of, kind of history.
Yeah, that was very good. Special prayers out to those that was a part of the tragedy of 9/11. But out on the football field, we took care of business once again the second week.
Yes, we came out. We started a little bit slow in the first half. I think it was a little bit of just the effects of such a long trip. But certainly one of the things that was nice was we were able to kind of, bang our way slowly but surely to get to where we wanted to be in terms of being able to put some points on the board and defensively keep them out of the end zone.
That's good. Big play here. Again, on special teams.
Senior linebacker Bob Watkins. Just making his presence known. I'm happy for him. Just to come back from a knee surgery and to be able to play and do the things he's doing this year has been great.
It's excellent. So now this week we actually came back home and we took on our first league play, which was a pretty big game for us, Lycoming. How you feel that we did out that game, sir?
Well, there's no doubt. I think anytime you get into league play, it's important. As we told the guys, it's like a playoff game every week, and I think we started very, very fast. As you'll see here with Laquan Robinson returning a punt for a touchdown, I told him he had to be ready. Lycoming was a good football team, so I knew that they weren't going to try and necessarily kick away from him, so it was great that he was able to get his hands on the football and make some things happen. I thought offensively, Coach Eager did a great job of putting a game plan together, attacking some of the things that they saw on film, and obviously, led to 31 points in the first half. So it was certainly, you couldn't ask for a better half. Unfortunately, second half wasn't quite the same.
Yeah, they definitely gave us a little bit of scare. How are we going to build for that in the future?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to do is we just have to be consistent. I think the things that got us there in the first half, we didn't do the same things in the second half, and that's part of being a young football team. When you're young, sometimes it's going to be days where you're going to play like a vet, and there's going to be sometimes there are going to be days you're going to play like a youngster. And I think for us, we got to learn to be consistent in what we're doing. And in the second half, we had a bunch of opportunities in all three phases to make a play, and we just didn't. My hat goes off to Lycoming. Their kids battled their way back, but as I shared with the team in the locker room, I'd much rather have a teachable moment come off of a win as opposed to a loss. And for us, I think we know, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we didn't show as well as we would have liked in that second half, and we know we got some things we got to adjust for the upcoming week.
Good point. Good point. Still looking at the highlights. We made a lot of plays in the first half.
A great catch by Anthony Davis there.
Once again, the freshman coming up making big plays. Tevin Campbell also clocked in a touchdown in this game.
Chester High. Chester High.
Defense getting after the quarterback once again this week.
Just a good job by those guys, just being relentless. That was huge for us. That was a big stop in the second half there for us to kind of close that game out.
Okay. Well, great point, Coach. Well, looking forward to this week against our new conference game against Wilkes University. Who are also looking for their first win this season. How you feel that the Pride will stack up against this team's hunger?
Well, I think there's a couple things that we're going to be up against. Number one is going to be a case where we're going to be faced with a team that's where we were a year ago. They're coming off a couple tough losses. Certainly was a team that finished very well. They finished second in the conference last year. Had some great wins. They're going to be looking for revenge, looking for their first win. So for us to take a road trip is just another step in the process for us. I think we have to go out, build on the things that we did well. In that first half against Lycoming, at times against Moravian, at times against Teal, and continue to get better. As I shared with the football team, this isn't a sprint. It's more of a marathon. We got to make sure that we're each week just finding a way to get a little bit better. And if we're able